I'm going to talk about a recent turnaround we did in Kuala Lumpur, in the Cheras area. This hotel was managed by an international operator. It's between a 3 to 4 star hotel. And the hotel consists of 155 rooms, a coffee shop, 2 meeting rooms that each can hold about 25%, so total meeting room about 50. So we had a guarantee and we took over immediately. And before we took over, as part of our due diligence, I interviewed the senior managers. What I learned is the GM, who is highly paid, couldn't be bothered about management. He's just sitting in his office the whole day, he doesn't do anything. I also interviewed the financial controller and I asked him some basic accounting problem. He doesn't understand accounting. So I said, wow, such a big overhead and already 2 are not productive. And the F&B manager already resigned because they know it's been going to change hand. So during the initial study also, before we took over, I studied the market and I find that there's a natural demand in that area only for about 50 to 60 room nights a day. And the hotel was 155 rooms. So no wonder that this international operator end up depending on the China volume tour groups for about 2/3 of the business they did. And that to me, when you take the China tour group, is for what I call scraping the bottom of the pot strategy. You take it because you have no other choice. And when I look at the rates they were getting, that was also the same rate I was getting in my other 3-star hotel. So there's no advantage, no added value they were providing. So I told the owner, I said, look, I can do the turnaround, but for me to change the profile of the dependency of the China tour group and to build up a business clientele, it's going to take 3 to 4 years. Right. On top of that, what happened is that your meeting rooms are too small. I already know it's not feasible. They have another meeting space they make available for us, but it is too long and not conducive. And from the record, the business was again minimal, right? So I told him these are the critical things. I said this hotel should never have been built more than 120 rooms, preferably about 100 rooms. Then we can manage costs and you can make some money. So when we took over with the overhead gone, we also shut down the coffee shop for lunch and dinner, and we had an independent operator that we use in another hotel for the F&B. He handled the breakfast business. Within the first month, we were able to improve the profit by 90,000 per month. So 12 times 90 is 101.08 million per year. Already hit my numbers within the first month. And what I told the owner, they also listened. But unfortunately, we took over December of 2019. Guess what? January, COVID came. So when I saw that COVID is from China, where it first sort of become known worldwide, within 2 months, I had a discussion with the owner. I said, look, the China tour group cannot come because of COVID and looks like the business is going to be shaky. I suggest you close it down for the time being. So the owner was very appreciative that we told him the truth and we were thinking about him rather than thinking about us. So he decided to close down the hotel, but he asked me for a favor. He said, can I leave your hotel name on top so that when we reopen post-COVID, they can consider us again. So it was okay with me. So post-COVID, we took back again the management, right? And we have been operating and we are making, not because the market has not recovered in the greater KL, because China tour group also has not come, because the market is like water, right? It flows and fill up everywhere to the same level. So without the China tour group coming into Kuala Lumpur, Greater Kuala Lumpur yet, the overall demand of all the hotels in KL is not met, right? Other tour groups from India, etc., are back to normal already. So we are making money, but we are not reaching the full potential of the hotel. But in summary, what I normally do as part of our turnaround is we do a due diligence in terms of interviewing the top 6 to 8% in every operation to see what is their competency, and based on how much they are paid, whether they are worth the money that the hotel is paying them. Because we have a pay profile in all our hotels, so we know who is value for money, and that's the way we work. Thank you.